Alright guys, we're going to be jumping into game 2 between these two players now, and we have the RUS versus the French. So Shak going to be sticking with the French here. If we're going to be playing the RUS. We're going to be playing on Dry Arabia, I believe. So let's reveal the map. Did he go RUS? Or did he swap last minute? Sorry, similar. Yeah, he is playing the RUS. Never actually noticed the gold horse in the town centre before. Alright, so Nathan going to be starting with the hunting cabin as the RUS, so that's going to allow him to get some more scouts out, and it does generate gold when it's in the wood line as well. You see the circle around it, so it generates gold based on how many trees are in the wood line. Building a house immediately, and the lumber camp as well. That's to allow him to not get pop capped when villagers come out, and when he starts building these scouts. So speciality with the RUS is that they gain money from killing wildlife, killing animals. So it's interesting to see him start with a wolf here. Usually you want to scout your deer out, which he scouted one. It doesn't quite show on the minimap, so we'll have to look there. But there is 2 deer down here right next to his base for him to actually to pick up there. On the opposite side of the map, you got one near Shak. And you have one over on the right as well. So Nathan actually got a good spawn with the deer on this side. Looks like Shak Scout was going to go kill the deer. So if you are playing against the RUS, what you want to do is actually kill the deer, because then they don't get the gold from picking them up. I think if we have a look here, yeah, they get gold and bounty, so you can see the bounty bonuses in the bottom left. The wolf just gave him 25 gold down here. But if you hit bounty 100, you get plus 5% villager food harvest rate. Hunting cabins generate gold over 27 seconds, so they generate them faster. Tier 2, 24 seconds, 10% villager, and tier 3, 15%, 18 seconds. And it tells you at the bottom, sheep plus 5, deer plus 10, wolf plus 25, and boar plus 75. But you don't normally pick up boar until later in the game when you have enough units out. So we are seeing Nathan with triple scout here. So pretty standard opening for the RUS. So we got the triple scout, and that's going to allow him to get a lot of map vision. So he's going to be revealing a lot of the map. He's going to be picking up a lot of sheep as well, and it's going to allow him to actually kill and pick up these deer. So we got 2 sheep here, a lot of deer. He just needs to scout it. But on the opposite side, Shak playing as his favoured French. He's already going into the feudal age. He's building the school of cavalry, and we will probably see the same play that we saw last game from him. So just how Nathan deals with this, you're going to have to try and deal with it very well. But normally the RUS deal with aggression pretty well, because if he can get feudal pretty quickly, which I think Nathan's probably late with his feudal here. If he can get into feudal pretty quickly, he can get the professional scouts upgrade, which allows his scouts to pick up all the deer. And then just bring them back to the town centre, so within protection of the town centre, the villagers can pick up all the deer food around the front here. If the knights try coming in for a charge, and you just hop in your town centre, protects all your villagers, and you get a good, nice couple of arrow shots off on them as well. Where's his knight? Where's his scouts? 2 scouts here, we've got 1 over here. Let's just see what Nathan can see right now. He's going to scout the 1 here. He has scouted the 2 here. He can now go into feudal himself, but Shak's going to be bringing those knights out very quickly. I don't know if Nathan... Did Nathan kill those? Yeah, Nathan did kill these. He has now seen the others, and he's going to be killing some of Shak's deer as well. He's going to put his bounty up, so he's almost 250 already, so his villagers will be harvesting food 10% faster than Shak's. Shak with just the 3 villagers on the School of Cavalry, almost done. Nathan's going to be opting in to put 6 on his, so he's going to build it not twice the rate. It doesn't work like that. It's generally not more villagers, makes it faster. It goes up in stages, so it's tiered, so not super fast, but it does get quicker, and then it caps off about starts to taper off about 12, I believe. So Nathan already going to be putting a wooden fortress down. Quite out of range. So the wooden fortress for the Rus, obviously it's defensive building. He can jump his villagers in there to stop the harass from the knights. But if you have it in the vicinity of lumber camp here, the villagers actually gather more resources for the lumber camp. So 20% more wood he will get from that, and you can see by the plus icon that it's actually in the vicinity, even though it looks like it's slightly just overlapping there. First night already out. Shak has his staple stables coming out, so the double night spam is on the way out. It's got the scout in the middle as well for extra vision, because knights really do not have a lot of vision. If we just look at it, this is the vision with the scout. And you might not, if he moves them away, you'll be able to see just how small the night vision is. So you see the little circle around the night, not a lot of vision at all in comparison to the scout there. So it's always nice to have a scout in the middle of your army. Nathan over here, going to be stealing some of this hunt, so he does have 4 scouts. The barracks coming up as well, going straight to his goal. He has put a wooden fortress there. Also, yeah, to allow the gold villagers to hop in there. Generally, you can perfect a build with the Rus where you don't actually need a mining camp and you don't need to pick up the gold, and it will allow you to get into T3 pretty quickly. And it's all thanks to the Golden Gate economic landmark. So you're mining wood and you get free trades at a better rate from the economic landmark compared to the standard market. So you just sell wood for your gold. You don't actually need to pick up the gold. You just sell the wood for the gold, the extra wood that you don't need. And obviously the food should be coming from the scouts coming in. So you see they've got all the deer on the back. They've got a lot of sheep as well. But Shak is trying to cut this off. So he might get a kill on one of these if he's fast enough. A blacksmith coming up for Shak as well, so he's going to get in Blueberry very soon. Nathan actually sees that. He's going to be running around the knights, trying to avoid them, and he is going to get 4 deer and a lot of sheep here because he is running out. This is going to be perfect timing for him. We're hopping into the wooden fortress. This is the wooden fortress, going to be dropping all the deer off. We're dropping it at the front. That does allow kind of the knights to come in. At the back would have been better. Yeah, but kind of wanted to save time there. Needs to avoid these knights that are strolling around. And Shak immediately gets on the hunt to the right hand side with the mill. He's going to try and deny as much as that as possible. So Nathan's just going to have to pick up this near his base here. And he has the blacksmith up, I believe. No, it was just the upgrade from the barracks, so he's going to be upgrading the spears to hardened spears. So that's going to give them +1 attack. These villagers nicely getting back into the tower, and we do have 3 spears as well, putting in the work on this one knight. Going to have to back that off. Shak is going to lose a knife. Remember, they are expensive, as mentioned in the first game, but the spears are going to be going down, but that's a good trade. 3 spears for 1 knight. It's definitely more expensive for Shak. Doesn't look like Nathan is... yeah, he's got 1 trade in here. So you would get limited amount of trades from this landmark. So you can see down here, he has 1 available. So he can buy or sell or whatever he wants to do really with that 1 trade. So yeah, 1 exchange a minute is all you're allowed. So he does have more spears coming out. Doing a good job at keeping these gold miners alive. If we go have a look at Shak's base now, he's got the farms coming down early around his TC. He's got upgrades coming out. He's increasing the melee armor, so that'll give him +1 defense against these spears, basically negating the upgrade that they just got. And Nathan is bringing a lot of hunt in now for his units. Yeah, if you just keep selling the wood, just get all this food from the sheep and deer, he will have enough to go into H3, the castle age. Got a blacksmith now coming up.
Получение есть. Дело есть. Построено есть, ладно.
Let's see how much damage it does.
Obeyo. Félicite Béa.
The knights are wrapping around from Shak. He's going to try and get some work done now he has the numbers up. All the spears are on the go. We've got one knight as distraction up there, but Nathan sees it very early. If you check out his vision over here, the wooden fortress giving a huge amount of vision there, where the knights, they can't see a lot. They're kind of running into their death there, and Nathan now does have enough to go into the castle age, so he's going to start working on that very soon. Going to be getting the Abbey of the Trinity up, so this allows you to produce warrior monks, which are on horses. That's going to allow him to pick up these relics out on the map. I think you can only hold 3, but each relic stored in the monastery or the abbey in this case will give you 100 gold a minute. Spear's coming in now. He is going to get some picks off on these villagers. Did not quite make it to the wooden fortress. Only one managed to get in there, so he does pick off a couple of villagers, takes out all the spears as well. What would be nice from Nathan with all of this, like he's got 1400 wood. He could easily put a wall across here. Just a small wall if he wants, or he could wall it all off, but just a small wall will make the knights have to run actually round the fortress and allow his villagers to get in a lot easier. But what is hard to deal with this knight aggression and knight push when you're on defense like this is, sure, you're in your base now, all fine and dandy, nice and safe. We've got 2 archery rangers coming up, so we're probably going to see some horse archers come out once he does hit T3. But it's once your berries run out, once your food runs out, once your wood line runs out, it's where you go next. So you have a look on the map. We've got berries all the way over here, berries all the way over here, but the problem is trying to expand and build there with this amount of knights around is very difficult. So it essentially gives the French player full map control. They can pick up any berries, any food they want. So right now it's just up to Nathan. Yeah, he has the horse archers coming out, and a lot of them as well. His economy is looking very good. He's got the 2 archeries up. He's going to be increasing the melee damage, so I guess he's going to be building a lot more spears from somewhere. Yeah, we have more spears on the way out. We need those as well, and the knights are now coming in. Shak going to be going for a second TC here, but you will see from Shak's resources at the top, he is nowhere near age 3, so Nathan's going to have an age 3 advantage here. It's just what he can do with it. So the first monk's coming out. Looks like he's going to be going for the relic over on the left. And Shak coming in now for a big push with the knights. All the villagers here might get caught out. Town centre can only fit 20 in there, so a couple of villagers going to get picked off. A lot of villagers getting picked off. He does have 20 in the town centre. Is it shooting? I can't see it shooting. Got the wooden fortress full as well. The wooden fortress is full. He could have got a few picks there, but the knights tanking this range damage very easily. Alright, we got some crossbows coming out. All the villagers going to get back out onto the map as well. We've got the warrior monk bringing back a relic, so as you will see, 100 gold per minute going to be going into there. Now with Shak still spamming knights, has most of his upgrades as well. A couple of idols. What we got? 19 military and 53 economy. For Nathan, we got 28 villagers. That is all. So Shak has done a lot of damage there. It's almost doubled the villager count just from all that damage. Yeah, that's really bad. Even Nathan stopped building villagers at one point, so he does, because of all the micros he had to do, he's not building villagers out of the town center. Yeah, he's still not building villagers out of the town center, so that's probably the biggest mistake he's doing right now. He's down on villagers by a lot. Like, Shak is doubling his villagers, but also Shak has now 2 town centers. He's got a third town center on the way, so this is going to be a triple spam of villagers, and that's going to boom his economy massively. Nathan actually got caught not watching there, losing some more villagers. Losing the crossbow men. And losing some horse archers as well to this mass amount of knights. 16, 19 knights, and there you have it once more. Nathan is going to resign. Shak takes the series at 2-0. We're probably going to stop it there. It seems a bit of a mismatch, and like I said, this is just practice, good customs. But I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the games, and I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you did, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much.